In every age, people have argued over Abraham, who he belonged to, which community descended from him, and which religion has the greater claim to his legacy. But the Quran settles this debate with perfect clarity. Quran 365-68. O followers of earlier revelation, why do you argue about Abraham, seeing that the Torah and the Gospel were not revealed till long after him? Abraham was neither a Jew nor a Christian. He turned away from all that is false, surrendering himself entirely to God. Without a doubt, Abraham's nearest kin among men are those who follow him, and this apostle and those who believe with him. These verses reveal a truth that humanity still struggles to accept. Abraham does not belong to any sect, tribe, denomination, or later religious identity. He belongs to God, and those who submit to God, as he did, are his true kin. God asks a simple but devastating question. Why do you argue about Abraham when the Torah and Gospel came long after him? This challenges all claims of exclusive ownership. Abraham was not a Jew. Abraham was not a Christian. Abraham was not a follower of any later religious label. He was the original model of truth, monotheism, sincerity, righteousness, and complete submission to God. Prophet Muhammad and his followers could claim kinship with Abraham not because of lineage or culture, but because the Quran reintroduced Abraham's original religion to a world divided by labels, a religion free of man-made sects, a religion based on justice, accountability, and pure devotion to God. The goal of revelation was not to create new factions. It was to restore the clarity humanity had lost. The Quran returns believers to the essential truths that were obscured over centuries: God's oneness, moral responsibility, compassion, justice, accountability, and the promise of the hereafter. In a time when humanity is fractured, when truth is contested and morality is blurred, Abraham's teachings become more urgent than ever. His example is not ancient history. It is the blueprint for healing the modern world. Today, humanity is trapped in a culture war, a bitter struggle over values, truth, identity, and morality. But beneath all of it lies a deeper problem. Believers themselves are divided. These divisions weaken the very moral authority that God commanded believers to uphold. Abraham provides the antidote. His faith transcended sectarian labels, political alignments, tribal loyalties, and cultural boundaries. He submitted entirely to God and God alone. When believers return to Abraham's principles, submission, justice, unity, they regain the ability to confront the ideological fragmentation that defines the culture war. But this unity must rest on one foundational belief: the promise of the hereafter. Quran 38:45-46. And commemorate our servants Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, possessors of power and vision. We chose them for a special purpose, proclaiming the message of the hereafter. The hereafter is not a side doctrine. It is the heart of Abraham's religion. To follow Abraham is to believe that God forgives all who repent before judgment, that anyone, even former disbelievers, can transform their lives through faith, that God rewards righteousness and charity, that those who reject God's guidance and commit evil will face consequences in the next life. This is the moral engine of Abraham's faith. It elevates believers beyond worldly desires and grounds society in accountability. When people abandon belief in the hereafter, they often attempt to build a man-made paradise on earth, sometimes at the cost of others' suffering. God teaches that human life boils down to two pursuits: striving for righteousness or following one's base desires. This world is a test, and every individual is shaping their eternal outcome. Abraham's religion calls believers to rise above ego and temptation, submitting their will to God and earning His blessings in this life and the next. Abraham's legacy is a call to submit, to unify, to uphold justice, to rise above divisions, and to restore righteousness in a world losing its way. His teachings are not abstract ideals. They are a practical necessity for confronting the confusion and moral decay of modern society. Through Abraham's faith, believers recover moral clarity, spiritual power, unity, and a shared vision rooted in truth. In conclusion, Abraham's nearest kin are not defined by labels. They are defined by faith, submission, and righteousness. His legacy invites us to transcend man-made boundaries and embrace a shared moral framework that can heal the divisions of our time. In a world desperately seeking truth, justice, and compassion, Abraham's timeless teachings illuminate the path forward. The promise remains, the guidance remains, the calling remains. And those who follow Abraham, truly follow him, become the nearest of his kin. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Beyond the Veil. I hope it gave you something to think about, something that will bring you closer to the truth. Next week, we will continue exploring where faith, culture, and history meets reality. And I'd love for you to be a part of this journey. Make sure you subscribe, share this video with a friend, and leave a comment to let me know what stood out to you. Together, we can bring more light to the world. See you next time.